Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I am Kai Min here. In this video I am going to talk about my top 5 tips to be profitably play in this game, or my top 5 tips to survive in Entropia Universe. So without further ado, let's just jump into the tips or talk about tips, shall we? First of all, hello everyone. Yeah, for my first tips, my recommendation is, whenever you want to do anything, it could be you interested in crafting, mining, hunting, but most people will just go hunt, especially beginner. They will just go for a hunt. Then I give you an advice. It's not only my advice though, ask people around, maybe ask your mentor and a trader sometime when you trade with him, or ask me also, no problem. Comment down there what you should do, or you could also talk with me in the game. And yeah, you decide what you do, because it's your own money. It's not their money, it's not my money. In this game, when you do things, doesn't matter you go for crafting, unless you go for sweating like me right now. Then sweating is no, it costs nothing. But when you do other things like crafting, hunting, mining, anything costs money. So be cautious with that. And when you want to do something, even me, there is a lot of things that I still don't know. I ask people around. I have a difficulty selling this blueprint. Let me show you. Yeah, this blueprint. It's about to become QR 100. It's 99.4 if I craft around, maybe around, I think 500, 1000 click. If I'm lucky, I will get 100 QR. But I have a difficulty selling that because there's no marked up one, because the markup is mixed with the QR1, or maybe not. Maybe MA has updated. We'll see when I hit QR 100. So I asked around 10 people whether should I sell, whether should I keep it, how much should I sell. Some people told me sell for 140. Some people tell me, oh, put 50 bits and then buy out for like 120, 100. Some people said no, this blueprint is basic blueprint, you can get it from NPC. But for now I decided to keep it, not trying to sell it yet, because it's still QR 99 I'm still using, and I'll maybe keep on using for a while even when it hits QR 100. and if I have a decent amount of offer, then I will sell it. uh, that's what I'm saying, you know. I ask people around, sometimes I do listen to their advice. if if it is match my decision, or it is you give me a gift info, you give me a good advice, thank you, and then I decide what to do. it's it's my own choice, you know, it's my own product. So ask people around, and but you know, there are a lot of people that is, you know, doing something still wrong, even though they are high level. It In this game it doesn't matter whether they are high level or low level. There are still high level player that still losing, because you know they spend money and then they injected skill into it, into the uh, avatar, and they become straightly, you know, high level, and they end up doing something that is shouldn't do, you know, losing and losing and losing, but they don't really care much of losing. They rather spend for, like, you know, 1 or 2 hour playing, because their real life is, they are, maybe they are rich. And there are also people that is, you know, profitable as a low level player, mid level player, a lot of different people. So ask people around, and you decide what you do. That's my first tip. And for my second tips, try to understand how auction work. Yes, because whenever you gonna do, let me show you. This is the auction. I'm at Boro. This is the auction. Yeah. What I mean by try to understand auction is, you know, let's say, let's take a look at some of the let's say, yeah, this is ESI. It's kind of, you know, good item, and you click here, look at the markup. When you want to sell stuff, there's a day, there's a week, weekly sold it, and monthly sold it. When you put stuff in the auction, let's say, let me put some, I'm not really going to put though, I'll just show you. This one, recent gear. First of all, take a look at recent gear. It sells for 400% daily for 30 pets. Someone bought, you know, 30 pet of this stuff, recent gear, for this day, today. The whole week it has been sold for 230 pets, which means that in a week you could end up selling 200 pets. But if you are selling, you know, really big, for more than now, 8 pet is reasonable good, because daily it's sold at 20 pet, someone could buy your stack. But if you put this stack for 100 pet, let's say 100 pet, it could be rarely so, because, you know, not much of people going to buy 100 stack. It's absolutely, you know, really big for them to buy. They just want to buy small amount, you know. This is actually mix. It could be actually mix. Someone, for instance, if I buy 10 pet, it will show there 39 pet. It will adds up for the daily. It doesn't mean that someone just bought directly, you know, 29 pet. It is mix. And it could also be someone just only one person just buy it. But what I usually look at is daily, weekly, and monthly. Weekly divided by 7, which is around, you know, around 30 pairs. Yes, 30, maybe a little bit more. So 30 pet. Don't just put 30 pets in the auction for this stuff. Maybe 1/3 of weekly sold. So which is 10 pets. 8 pet is reasonable good. Someone could buy it. Or maybe 5 pet if I want to sell this stuff. 5 pet is good. That's what that's what I know about auction, you know. And you know, when you want to sell, you could also, if you don't really know the markup, you don't really know how to sell, then you can also, you know, no buyout. You can also put it there. It depends on yourself, but understand how you have to put it. I'm not telling you how to put it, because this is not about auction guide. This is a tips. So, well, it's been a long talking for second tips. Let's move on to my third tips. When you do things, it doesn't matter, you go hunt, you go craft, you go mine. Don't just put one stuff in there for a big amount, or again and again only one stuff, because then it is difficult for you to, you know, cycle your pet. For instance, if you let me go back again. For instance, if you put 10 things, you know, let me show you. I used to put small stuff here. I used to put around 20 pets of stack and different stuff, like, you know, this is F105 for, you know, 60 pets, and I could put this one for maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a lot of them at once. Then it's not really going to sell them all at once. You rely only on one thing. If you put only one thing in the auction, but if you put, like, you know, fill the auction with different stuff, then one of them, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will sell, and then you know that which one is demand for this month, this week. What people want from you. Then what I mean by that is what people want from you, what people are needed right now, and is it profitable. You could think that, okay, this is what people need, and this is what people want, and also this is profitable for me to hunt, or profitable for me to mine, or even craft. That's why I try to put different stuff. If it is no good, then, you know, trash it. What I mean by trash it is that the next tips will be coming, which is what I do is I just TT them. But whenever I TT something, I sweat 30 bottle for one pet of TT, and if I TT something that has markup, I sweat depends on the markup. Let's say I want, let's go back again. Let's say I am thinking of TTing this. I couldn't sell for 2 weeks. You know, I thought I could sell for 10 pet of stack, but for last week I sold this stack. I thought, okay, I could get this week, I could also sell it again, but then it end up, you know, ending 1 week losing auction fee and people buying less, only 90 pets for weekly. So I decided maybe I will go TT them, but when I go for TT, I look at what is the markup. I'm not going for 120, which I have to sweat 20 bottle for one pet. No, it's not that price. Actually 110% is his markup because I'm selling at 110. Yeah, so whenever I TT this stuff for one pet, then I sweat one pet is 10%, you know, which means one pet I will sweat for 10 bottle, and then I will never do that things again. I will never craft this stuff again. Also this one, you know, no one buy daily. Maybe I could solve this item, could sold up, because weeklies sold at 300 and I am selling at 24 pets that I could sold it. But if this time end up losing, or you know, end the auction run timeout, then I will also TT this stuff for, you know, 130%, which is, you know, for each one pet I have to sweat for like maybe I think 300 bottle. Yes, 300 bottle. But I wait for 4 days to end the auction time. That's what I mean by, you know, trashing item away. For let's move out. Move to next topic. For my next topic is this is really important one. When you want to do some activity, you know, go hunt, you could go craft, mine, whatever you do, not more than 5% of your stack. Let's say, yeah, I mean your bankroll. Let's say you have, I do have here 600 pet, and whenever I want to, you know, 600 pet mean 15 pet is, I don't know, 30 pet is 5%, but I do less than 30 pet though. 10 pet I used to hunt, and then if I want to hunt it more, then I go again 10 pet, 10 pet each. Not more than 5% of your bankroll each time when you hunt. You know, that's mean whenever you want to hunt 600 pets of your bankroll is done. You know, I just hunt Exarosaur young and Berico young, sometimes puny, sometimes Vicin in Rocktropia, sometimes I hunt in Arcadia, Carabo, Swant, small stuff. And by the time I'm doing those things, I also put things in the auction while I'm also waiting for my stuff to sold out on the auction. That's why I try not to go big. You could go big if you want, but then you would end up like, mostly it will just return 70%, 80%, 90% if you're lucky. And if you're really, really lucky, you could get maybe 1 out of 100 people get that, which is whole or global. No, not global though, because global doesn't really help you much in big hunting, because let's say when you go hunt Actros, that's a really losing mob. I had lost like 4,000 pet on that shitty mob. Then you could end up really big or really lose all your money. That's why try to, when you want to stable your, I don't know how to say, budget, then not more than 5%. If you have like maybe 5,000, 6,000, then you could go 100 pet, which is you could go for 1 pet mob, maybe 50 pet 50 cents of mob, which is around, I think, 100 HP mob or 200 HP mob. Those are reasonable for you to hunt if you have around 5,000 bankroll. But if you have like me 600 pet bankroll, then I try to hunt young one, like Barriger young, Barriger small one, but Exarosaur young. And I also try to go hunt for Shinkiba or Vicen, Kalabuk, those kind of stuff. And also when I want to mine, but mining is something different. I mine for 50 pets, but that's 10% of my stack. But for mining is something different, because I have to put one pet minimum for mining, even unamped. So I use 50 pet of stack each time I go mine, and whenever I got things that I wanted, I just stop it there. I don't really continue mining. Okay guys, that's it for this video, and I'll be making more of this kind of video if you really like it. But before you go, please subscribe my channel, that would really help me. Like this video and maybe consider subscribing, and see you guys in the next video. See ya.